Pastor Roy Gerhardt from Galloway United Methodist Church in Franklin, Pennsylvania, sharing a few words of encouragement to help us follow after Jesus. This week we're looking at burnout, and we're taking a look at the life of the prophet Elijah. Elijah ended up out in the middle of nowhere. He ended up in the sticks. He crawled into a shady place and collapsed in exhaustion. This wasn't the worst place for Elijah to end up. In fact, Elijah desperately needed to get away. He needed to get out from under the burden that had worn him down and sapped his strength. He needed that chance to get out of town and to rest. Well, there the Lord took care of him, in fact. As Elijah collapsed, God let him sleep. When he woke him, he had food there for him. And after Elijah had eaten, he rested some more. And the Lord fed him again. And then the Lord took Elijah on a trip. In fact, a really big trip. We're told it took 40 days and 40 nights. And Elijah ended up at Mount Horeb. This is taking Elijah back to his roots. It's really giving him a chance to return to the place where Moses received the Ten Commandments. And there it gives him the opportunity to rekindle his fire, to get his life back in focus with God. And so the Lord is taking care of him in this getaway that he is blessing him in. All of us need getaways in our life. We need that chance to break away from what we are doing, or we will wear out in the process. How do you get that breakaway? Are you waiting for vacation? Can't wait for that annual trip when you go south to Florida, get a little time on the beach, maybe out in the mountains. Where is your getaway? Maybe you are anxiously waiting for that big trip, that chance that you are banking all of these hopes on, that you will finally get some rest and renewal in it. Now, I've got to tell you, over the years, I have had many disappointments in that department. Times where we've planned to get away, my wife and I, or our family together, and things have gone wrong. I'll tell you, it's hard for me to remember a trip that didn't have some kind of interruption in it. And I can tell you about so many times that a vacation time was planned and events were interrupted, and everything that was planned for rest was derailed. I can tell you over and over again about trips that I returned from and thought that was a wonderful getaway, and it was quickly forgotten because before I even got the suitcases out of the car, something had gone off the rails. Something was interrupting that peace and rest with a crisis that was dropped in my lap. That will make you regret going on vacation and will make you gun shy about going the next time. And I have to admit that many times I have been very frustrated and even angered by that. There are times whenever I really believe that Satan has made an enterprise of trying to steal my rest and peace by disrupting and ruining those kinds of events in my life. But rather than just dwelling in anger and bitterness or giving up entirely on that, what it's taught me is that I can't bank all my hopes on a single event to be restorative in my life. I can't just wait for the big trip to be the chance for me to get away and to renew my mind and my spirit. I have to find micro events in my life on a day-to-day basis. I can't wait until I stop working. I have to find ways in the midst of my work to rekindle and renew my life. And so I've got to find those getaways with God, or times in prayer, times delving into His Word, not to study to prepare for the next sermon, but just to let it speak. I need those times whenever I can get quiet with God and there reconnect and renew that vision of who I am and what I'm doing, and find God's instruction there in my life to rekindle that flame. Those are the kind of things that I've found again and again that are necessary for us to not bank everything on waiting for that one great event, but to actually learn how to live in a place where we are gaining rest on a continual basis, maintaining a focus in Christ on a constant, so that rather than waiting for that day, we are living in that day every day by the grace of God. So may the Lord bless you today, and as you share his good news, may God make you a blessing wherever he takes you.